Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome to what I think I'm going to call extra time. So when I find a little bit of extra time and I feel like playing a different game, I sometimes go back to some really old classics, and here is Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, a really cool RTS. I'm definitely not going to do like a full playthrough or anything like that, but I do want to share this experience with you guys because it's pretty damn cool. So let's get started. Very first mission.
I don't know how the hell this happened, but those bastards found us. They've made planetfall, and are attacking Fort Clark and the outlying civilian centers. This is the end of the road for us, Commander. Fort Clark is our last base of operations, and all of our evacuation routes have been severed. If we falter today, the Seraphim and their lackeys will have free rein to butcher every last human in the galaxy. We have no other choice but to dig in and hold the line. General Fletcher is already on planet and leading the defense of Fort Clark. We want to open up a second front, which is why you're gating in south of his position. This is your LZ. There are 2 Order bases at this location, and they are providing reinforcements for the Order's assault on Fort Clark. You will destroy all Order structures and then push inland. Continue north until you link up with Fletcher. Once the siege on Fort Clark has been lifted, the 2 of you will directly assault and destroy the Seraphim Commander. Failure is not an option, Commander.
And let's launch. So this is a pretty old game. You'll see from the graphics that it's not new, but it is one of those real-time strategy games that for me has always remained very memorable. Because of the scale, it was pretty much unseen at the time, and because it's perfect for someone that likes to turtle like myself.
Blow them both back to the Stone Age and then sync up with Fletcher. There's a line of enemy artillery protecting the bases. They are targets of opportunity, but if you destroy them, it'll make your life a hell of a lot easier. Once you deal with the primary base, well, hell, enemy gunships are inbound. It's time to get you down there while we still can. Damn it, they're attacking the gate. Get on planet while you still can.
And here I can choose either UEF, Aeon or Cybran. I'm gonna take Cybran. I think that will allow me to do this more quickly. But it's not my favorite race because it does have a big drawback when it comes to the shields. Anyways, here we are. Let's get started.
For comfort. Get it done, Commander.
Roger that.
A Cybran, huh? I thought you guys would be busy changing the water in Brackman's brain tank.
That's not very nice.
Ignore him, Commander. Concentrate on the battle ahead. Dostja out.
So, let's get started by building up a couple of factories. I'm playing this on normal, so it's not going to be as hard as can be, but it is probably still going to be a decent challenge.
Hostile fire. Repair it. HQ out.
Yep, we'll try to do that in a moment. And first of all, let's maybe take a quick look at the full map here, so you can see my forces. We have some submarines patrolling over here. We have some heavier bots patrolling over here as well. And because of the big watery mass in between us and the targets,
We're uploading the brick schematic to your ACU. The brick is a siege assault bot that has been modified so it can cross water. Another Brackman special. HQ out.
And as I was saying, because of all the water, we're mostly going to have to deal with aircraft. And then I know from experience that we're also going to end up having some land assaults here on the right side. So we basically need to protect this. And the name of the game, I feel for efficiency's sake, is to try and build up your resource base, which is right here. You've got mass and energy that can be created through power stations, mass creators, or some of these mass extractors like the one that I'm going to build up here. And these are basically resources that are going to help you out. Now these guys are done. Always put some mass storage like this around the mass fabricators or mass extractors, because that increases the yield. And then we're going to put this guy in support here. We're going to upgrade this to level 2, and we are going to upgrade this guy to level 2 as well. Have this one finish off this mass extractor. It's pretty important that you have enough of that. So let's quickly do this. And then we'll go over here. And we'll work a little bit on our defenses, because we will get more and more air assaults coming in. Our targets, of course, are all of these red targets. Target of opportunity is in the yellow here. And it's an entire battlefield, and you are the supreme commander of it. I feel like this is really cool, but keep one thing in mind: you need enough time here. A single mission, especially if you want to take your time, make your base look cool, then it's going to take you quite a bit of time to do so. But one of the really cool aspects of Supreme Commander, this is the very first mission, and yet I can already start upgrading my commander up to the very strongest unit here. So I'm going to take up to level 2, so that my commander can put up some slightly better defenses here. And in the meantime, this guy's upgrading to 2 as well, and this one is as well. And this one little engineer is going to try to build up our resource bases pretty slowly though. So let's do this here as well. You can make it the same over here. Over here as well, like that. And finally this mass storage as well. It basically increases the, damn it, misclick, big mistake, because that's a lot of work that I have to do again. It's just a shift click, god damn it, don't misclick. All right, finish this, then put this here. You know, we'll take our time a little bit, but yeah, with shift click you can queue up orders, and you get an ETA, which is the estimated time until normally it'll be done. So all of this will still take almost 7 minutes, more than 8, almost 10 minutes to put all of these storages there and increase my yield. In the meantime, he's up to level 2, so we are going to put down a couple of point defenses here. Let's put these guys here to defend against assaults from there. Then we'll put a few anti-flak turrets here as well, just to help with the incoming enemies. Then we'll upgrade to level 3, and then we'll get started with some real stuff. That's how I like to play it. Then we'll start building up our resources and start going for some of the really strong guys. So here we go, first point defenses are coming up. Luckily this shield is holding quite strong. This is a UEF shield. They have really nice large shields, which is a big advantage. Unfortunately, the Cybran don't have that. We'll see that in a moment. In the meantime, yeah, from time to time we get waves of enemy aircrafts that have to be taken down. With these flags, it's gonna be a little bit better already. So let's just keep going for now. More flak. And you can always press shift to take a look at that. So in 30 seconds this will be done. There come more bombers, but yeah, this flag is now helping keep those guys under control. You're doing what you need to do. This one is done as well. Alright, we're going to add a little bit of anti-air here as well. So let's say 3 of these. Maybe we'll do 5. Like that. You can always shift click as well if you want to queue up more of them. So I'm also queuing up 5 amphibious tanks. This one is done. Let's get working on upgrading to Tech 3. It's pretty important. This also costs resources, which will then get reduced from your yield. And the last thing that you want is to see a minus sign here, because then you're gonna deplete, stuff is not going to finish anymore. So that is basically the balancing act. Build up your resource bases so that you can build really strong and cool stuff. I tend to go for that very quickly. But no, if you've never played Supreme Commander before, this is basically the balancing game that you have to learn. How much do I have to put up in defenses at first so that I can stop the initial assaults from the AI and build up to the final tech level. That's basically what it's all about. So for now we're doing quite alright, but you can see that these waves are getting stronger. More and more enemies building up here. What do we get? We get a fighter bomber combination to engage both land and aerial units. We like that, of course, so we're gonna try building 5 of those as well. You can see here the yield is down to plus 109, and this guy is building up nicely as well. And there we go, some of those guys have also been firing at something. Don't ask me what, probably this stuff that makes landfall. You can always click on stuff to see the range as well. So this is the range of my point defenses against land-based units. This is my anti-air cover. Some more anti-air cover. I obviously need to work on that, but we'll do that in Tech 3 when this is done. And so far, yeah, we've not really been able to start our assault on the enemy, but it'll work out. So there we go. We've got some tanks that have landed here, but they're being butchered by my Tech 2 point defense. That's good. Almost at Tech 3 here. Some more anti-air. Keeping everything under control, and the resource base is growing. Good. Okay, good. After that, we're going to upgrade these guys to Tech 3 so that we can make even better tanks and aircraft. And yeah, they take off, so they'll be a little bit in trouble as well, but I think we'll be okay. We can afford to lose these guys now. This is a small little bubble of safety where we can build up underneath. You also need to do that here. So let's give the order. Looking good. These are UEF mass fabricators, by the way. They cost like 1,000 energy, so if you build one of those, you have to make sure that your energy reserves are good enough. We are at Tech 3 though, so we're going to add some better defenses, which is Tech 3 anti-air SAM missile launchers. Much better range, much more damage. If he keeps upgrading his waves, we're gonna need those. There is no Tech 3 point defense for the Cybern here. We do have this one, which is really cool. But first, I think... Whoa, taking down my aircraft like it's nothing. We will want to secure all of this as much as possible. So we'll put up a couple of extra anti-air batteries here, just to make sure that our entire little island here is has cover for air attacks. So those guys, for instance, you can see they have much bigger range even than the Tech 2s, and they're doing quite alright. In the meantime, this guy, one last tank, a couple more aircrafts, and we're good to go. And you will work on this after that, which means that my commander will definitely need to finish this off as well. Okay, looks good. So these small little anti-aircraft gun, they don't matter that much. We can also set patrols. This is actually pretty cool. So for instance here now he's just going to keep patrolling basically our airspace. Very cool and handy feature as well. So there you go. These guys are just going to keep hovering around this island, which is pretty cool. If you can then make enough of them, you can help secure your airspace like this as well if you want to. And now you can see those SAMs firing off their missiles, taking care of these gunships, which are starting to be a bit stronger, so we have to be careful here. And we're trying. We already lost that one aircraft though. So come on, Commander, build up those defenses so that that is done, and then we'll really start building up and start working on the enemy here. Wow, really cool to watch this guy fly over, try and protect us. There he goes. Keep firing. There's another one. We'll give you another patrol order, like that. Now he's in the thick of things, going after these bombers, but a couple of enemy fighters here as well. This guy's coming in too. Okay, my commander is working on the air cover, looks good. And this one is going for Tech 3, which is nice as well, because then I can build engineers. I can also start building Tech 3 defenses, for instance. This guy, just one more, alright. And that's your commander, of course, which you can also upgrade. He has stuff like personal teleporter, personal stealth field generator, extra resource allocation system, a microwave laser beam, or nanite torpedo launchers. The pathing is not always perfect, but they get there eventually. You don't really need to manage much after you give your orders. Those guys are getting wrecked. And my commander is coming over here for the final one. After that, what we will build is an extra shield generator here. Maybe just to try and protect. But you can see that this is a much smaller shield, so it's definitely not perfect. Yeah, we'll put this here. So these shields are, of course, quite a bit better. For now we're doing alright. Over here on this bar you can see how strong your shield is, and it'll actually take a little bit of energy as well in order to stay up and to regenerate if the shield were to fail. So it has like a damage cap as well. So you after that, where is he? My little Tech 1 guy. Oh, coming back here. Yeah, then we'll have you repair these guys. And then the shield generator as well in the end. This is almost done. Good. And there we go. Now you can see the commander under a little bubble. Now, here are the experimental units. I think that experimental gunship is probably the best in order to get through a mission quickly. And we actually have the yield for that. You can see that this is minus 120 mass, minus 3000 energy. So the commander should be able to build one at full speed if it doesn't get bombed to smithereens like that. Luckily, there were not too many resources invested. So there we go. Let's build ourselves one of these experimental gunships, which are pretty crazy. And the commander can handle this on his own.
Messing around and destroy those bases.
Yeah, I'm doing as fast as I can here. Need to secure my own base first, of course. So there we go. We can build a couple of these Tech 3 engineers. Let's build a couple. Well, that's being made. That's okay. It's all looking decently well. You can see only +9 now, so we have to be a little careful with our mass. We also don't have that much extra energy, so we'll need to make sure that we can keep all of this going. But seeing my commander already make the first super, you could say, the first experimental unit is pretty good. While my volleys of missiles from all of over these resource gathering points, as you can see here, quickly takes care of all of these battleships. Just zooming out into this view is also pretty cool. That's looking alright. Where is he putting those? I would like to see them here actually. So here you are. Good. First thing I'll do for that one, -9 mass, -160 energy. We'll put up some extra energy here as well. We'll put that right here. And what you can always do, you can take another engineer, click on this engineer or your commander, and then they will help out with their own yields. So you can get very fast build speeds, but you need the resource base for that. So these guys are starting to build on this.
Some of those artillery positions are still
I know.
operational.
The second
HQ
guy is also
out.
going to put his, and now you can see I'm at +0, so can't really afford to build all that much extra. But we're pretty well secured here, especially against air attacks. And this one is almost done. Then we can have our commander start doing other stuff as well if we want. I wonder if I should build this guy If I do it on the commander, minus 270. No, we definitely need some extra mass if we want to build heavy artillery installation. So there you go, you can see that these waves are picking up. Luckily, I've got a decent amount of anti-air, 50% of the shields though. There we go, first experimental unit is done. Commander, you are going to build, let me see here, shield generator right here, and then a Tech 3 mass fabricator here as well. This power supply should help out with that, so that should be okay. And then you'll help out with this one. I think that'll be okay. In the meantime, we've got 2 more of these. We're gonna reclaim this. At this point, it's not very useful, but you do get some of this mass back when you reclaim stuff like buildings, for instance. Early game, in this map it's not needed, but in other maps this can actually be very important to time this correctly. And then we can put those guys in helping the commander. Shield is up, so he builds a lot faster than all the rest, of course. That's why he's the supreme commander. So some extra mass, which yields me, let's see here, plus 12 for 1000 energy. Commander helping out here should speed that up as well. Then we'll try and secure this a little bit as well. That's what I usually do. So we'll do this, and we'll do another one of these, and then we'll do a mass fabricator here as well. Okay. That one is sitting here, which is not perfect, but it's alright. And at this point, it's up to you to decide a little bit. With the extra yield that I've got, I could, for instance, get started on a large artillery position, like this one. Where would I put it? Maybe a little bit more towards the front. Could be useful. Where can I put this baby? Let's put it down here. But this is going to cost me a lot of resources to build, and as you can see, we're already 20 minutes in, and I'm basically still turtling up, still fortifying everything. Still, here's my big guy. We'll build a couple more engineers just to make sure that we can keep this guy afloat. But yeah, his waves are definitely increasing. So land over there, if you please. Get me that extra energy, which yields me how much? 2,500. So you definitely don't need to build one everywhere, but you want some here and there. So that's all looking half decent. Let's see if I can get this guy to repair. And my commander has finished this as well. Yeah, I think we can basically need a little bit more before. So we'll do this, and we'll do this and this. Just try to increase my yield while staying positive here. This is now built. It's also really nice in showing you exactly what's happening, because you can see now I'm at 700 mass of 10,500 for the structure, and you can see in 15 minutes this is built, so this takes quite a long time. But if my commander can up the yield of me producing mass, then we'll be able to have him help, and then we'll take a look at that artillery firing. So keep going. Yeah, all right, commander, nice. We'll have this guy help here as well on the commander. And then what we'll do is we'll put down a shield generator right here, and another one here, and we'll fabricate a little bit more, and we'll do this, and then final shield generator right here. That should be okay. This guy is trying to rep him, but it's not always working out that well. So if you want speed, then you do want to focus on these experimentals, and building something like this heavy artillery, especially for the long-term missions, is not the best way to spend your resources and your time. But yeah, this is a game about patience, resource management, building stuff up, and it's perfect for people like me that like to turtle. Here, for instance, you can clearly see I'm building up defenses all over the place. I'm building up my resource base so that I can build a lot of big stuff quickly. That's basically the aim here, and then we'll get going on our mission objective. While he sends wave after wave of aircrafts that basically suicide on my base at the moment. So then after this we'll have our commander help here. So this is done very quickly. Look at that. Mass production, an extra shield generator to protect everything. Looks good. And then you can go and help out. Oh, they destroyed all of this as well. I see what happened. Big wave again, going after my experimental gunship. Maybe I can try adding... Well, no, actually I want all resources towards this artillery so I can show that off. If you feel like turtling your entire game, you can actually do that because these artilleries have now range on the entire map. It's like a circle that goes all the way up to here or something like that. And so you can definitely turtle with these artilleries. It just takes a lot of time and it's not always the best strategy. But if you feel like just taking your time, enjoying the game at your own pace, then you can definitely do it like that. But yeah, there are faster ways. I think basically the Cybran focus on these gunships is always going to be one of the fastest way to get through these missions. So here now you can see my commander is helping, all of these engineers are helping as well, and you can see my yield of mass dropping into the negative, which means that we're slowly losing our reserves of this. Everything is being pumped at an extremely high rate into this heavy artillery. You can now see that it will be done in 9 minutes and 27 seconds, and the reason for that is that once we'll be empty, we can of course only add mass to this artillery at the rate that we're actually creating it ourselves. So it's probably best for me to just stop doing this one, take a couple engineers off as well, and try to build up my mass production a little bit more. So we'll do this, then maybe we'll do one with like a big guy, so that will take a couple shield generators to protect that. We'll do it like this, and then we'll build more mass generators like this as well. Maybe we'll add just a touch of extra defense, just in case. And so now the ETA here is back up to 14 minutes, but we'll get there in the end, no problem. And with this, I think we can cut down on the time just a little bit. So off we go, commander and couple engineers building decently fast for one of these Tech 3 power generators. It's not bad. This is of course also if you want to take a close look at everything. Can I upgrade this or something? I feel like I could, but yeah, there we go. That's why you could. I'd completely forgotten about that, but you can actually upgrade. That's what how it worked for the Cybran. Man, I'd completely forgotten about that, but you can actually upgrade these to become larger. Again, it costs mass, it costs energy, but it's pretty quick. Okay, need to remember that. It's been a long time since I've played the game, so definitely something that I should have remembered, but I didn't. So that one is done, and I think, or almost done. There we go. That one is done now. Can I click on that again? Yeah, you can do that a second time. Whoa, okay. Alright, so they actually do have equivalent shield generators, just that you have to upgrade on the shield generator itself. So then it becomes taller. Alright, that's cool. Okay, commander, build me those mass generators. Then we'll maybe extract this stuff as well. Maybe this too. So that we can re-up.
The shield is fully repaired and operating at full capacity.
Alright, that's my little Tech 1 that did this. You can go help here. Another 8 minutes for this. With a little bit of extra mass, we'll get there pretty quickly, I think. So it's looking alright. More mass generation. extra defenses.
Enemy subs are operating in the channel north of your LZ, Commander. Destroy them.
Oh.
HQ out.
You get back a little bit. Don't want to lose you. Or maybe, yeah, we'll wait. I wanna show the artillery in action first. Then we'll build a couple more of these, and then we'll finish the mission. I think that's how we can do it. Now, normally I would build up even more resource bases. Then I would slowly destroy this part, start building a second base of operation here with artillery, and then go up, because I know that this mission extends far beyond the range of this one artillery piece here. So this guy is almost done as well. Yeah. Oh man, he's half down already, but okay. And so this guy is fully upgraded. Let's see if we can upgrade this one as well. Commander. Do that, and then how about here? Yeah. Still, alright, 3 minutes. It's going a bit more quickly. If we can do this now, that will be alright. You help this guy out. You stay with him. Come on. And then the commander can then also wrap this guy up if he wants to stay close. So there we got enemy tanks, but they can't get past these point defenses, and this guy is almost done. It's gonna be good. Yeah, looks good. There we go. So, big artillery, extremely long range, really cool. Slow rate of fire also takes a little bit of energy to actually do all of this, but it's pretty cool. The repping costs a lot of energy, it seems, so we'll build... Can I build one here? Alright, that's perfect. Then maybe we'll add a couple more of these engineers while our artillery turns to face the enemy. Come on guys, finish this off. There we go. First shot fired. You can actually follow the entire shot here, and it's going after those guys first. Now you can grab this, and I can tell it to focus on this first artillery position first, and it's actually going to do that. You can also chain. So I want you to destroy that, then this, this, and that, for instance. And it's going to follow that command, which is really, really cool, very powerful, and you don't need to micromanage too much. So now the first shot is actually heading over here.
The first artillery position is destroyed.
Excellent.
HQ out.
So when that energy is done, let's get started on a couple more of these babies here. And this big guy, now that that has been destroyed, will be able to start its assault, I think, on that base. He might die, but then we should have more of them coming in to help.
That's the last of them. All the artillery positions are down.
Excellent.
HQ out.
So there goes my experimental aircraft going after, not exactly sure, but are these just arrows? What the hell? Not really. Oh, that's probably, no, not sure what that actually means, but okay, maybe it's the subs that are being spotted, but you can't see them because they're underwater. So there we go. Start attacking everything. Destroy the enemy engineers. And here are their factories, which look pretty cool. Objectively, these guys, the green ones, can't really remember the race name right now, are probably the strongest, I think. But I think that basically these guys can build up supers more quickly than anyone else. We still have a bit of positive yield right there, so we're gonna add even more engineers to build more supers more quickly. I'm calling them supers, they're not exactly that, but... And we can upgrade that even more. Holy crap, we can actually make really big shield generators here. Very cool. We're still at +10, we're full as well, so let's look to fully upgrade all of these shields. And this guy up here is doing work as well. Nice. Then, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I think you're doing alright. Death from above. That's what I like to do when I need to get through this mission decently quickly. Maybe one thing that I've not shown yet, you can of course also build up like a port. What is it called here? A naval factory. So you can make some really cool ships as well. He has experimental gunship, experimental spiderbot, really powerful, and experimental mobile rapid fire artillery, potentially very powerful as well. But on this part here, I think mobility is key. And yeah, my artillery, as you can see here, does work as well. Really doing its best. You can go and help my commander build me more experimentals, while the shield generators are slowly upgrading. Good.
Scratch one of the bases. HQ out.
Take care of their resources. Nice. You guys destroy, destroy, destroy. Then we'll go up here, and I will start hitting the final part here as well. And then we should be good. In the meantime, probably 1 or 2 more of these battleships, experimental gunships will be finished. And this is done as well. Okay, first things first, some defenses. Because they will try to bomb this. Let's see if we can upgrade this straight to Tech 3 as well. And then we could build... Ooh, negative energy, negative energy. Alright, let's take one guy off here. That's what happens when you have negative energy. That's why the resource management is actually pretty important. Keep that in mind. So, just finish this one, don't build that one, then we'll build a little bit of extra energy. Like over here.
That's both of them. Proceed inland. HQ out.
Let's reclaim that one. So that's both bases, and here is an enemy commander. He'll be killed by my gunships.
Commander, Order units have overwhelmed most of our defenses. We've been cut off from Fort Clark, and General Fletcher is unable to get reinforcements to us. We need your help.
Changing plans, Commander. Fletcher's going to have to hold Fort Clark a bit longer on his own. You will defend the civilians and eradicate any enemy forces in the area.
We shall cleanse everyone on this planet. You are fools to stand against our might.
And there we go. This is what happens when you complete the objectives. The missions actually expand, give you other stuff to do. Here, for instance, now we have to try and help defend this base, destroy all of these enemies. And just to give you guys that perspective, here is the full range of my my battery. So it is going to slowly work on the objectives. I could try to have this guy focused on the enemy production facilities first, just to give my my allies more room to breathe. Because one thing that it does do, of course, is then it basically ups the ante a little bit. It will send in really big and difficult waves that might actually break you, that might get you in trouble, yeah, it could be tricky if you're not prepared, if you didn't take enough time. So now at the moment here we're building, we're working quite alright. But that's basically what I want to show you. I'm not going to finish this entire mission because there's actually a third part after this as well. You can see that from the entire map, which will give us a nice final battle. But there you go. This is a little bit of a first look basically at, well, first look, it's a very old game, while my gunship is slowly going down here. Basically a quick look at Supreme Commander, really golden oldie. If you have some extra time and you find this one on sale, I think I bought this for like $2 or something like that. It's definitely worth a look because it's an absolutely amazing RTS. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.